It all started with a powerful vision to lead a new generation of positive leaders to change the world. Hi, my name is Christophe Conceis. I'm the managing director of Live for Good, a French organization that supports youth across France to launch their social business. Back in 2015, when Live for Good was founded, the concept of social enterprise was still quite new. But we already knew that this new form of entrepreneurship that reconciles social impact and profitability resonated very strongly among young people. However, we also observed that entrepreneurship was not an opportunity open to all. So in 2015, we launched a first version of our program, and we helped over 20 young social entrepreneurs from all walks of life. But it wasn't enough. We already knew back then that thousands of young people wanted to launch each year their social business, and only 16% of them were receiving the appropriate support. So we were looking for a partner with the appropriate infrastructure and expertise.
20 minutes can change the world. That's all it took to align the affinities between Live for Good and CEDEP and create the foundations for the programme that has the honour of winning this EFMD Gold Award. With one foot in each camp, I was in an ideal position to connect the two when it became apparent that CEDEP was that partner that Live for Good was looking for and had a lot to offer Live for Good with their campus context that could create both community and transformational learning.
CEDEP is a club of companies where minds meet, grow and succeed together. It was created 50 years ago and has strong humanistic values. We have a campus and a residence. It is not a business school nor a corporate university, and our spirit is that of test and learn. We also wish to make a positive impact on society. This was our humble contribution and also an opportunity to learn. Yet, we had to engage all our stakeholders. Our managing director, Thomas Hinterzer, and Dean of Programs at the time, Jens Meyer, talked first to the board, who accepted contribution for social purpose. Our faculty accepted to donate their teaching and contributed to push their limit and discover a world where they did not circulate. It was also an opportunity to give back. Then we cut our infrastructure costs by half. Johana was naturally named program director. Live for Good worked on sourcing the participants, and we worked on adapting our pedagogical approach.
So the Live for Good and the CEDEP teams began the co-creation journey, which resulted in an 11-day, 100-hour programme, which we're proud to say Live for Good calls the backbone of the overall Entrepreneur for Good programme. So we designed the campus in 3 parts: savoir-être, which is about emotional intelligence; savoir-faire, which is about the technical skills that are required for running a business; and then the third part, which we call leaving the chrysalis or leaving the nest, and that's the point at which the transformations become really very visible. We start by creating a safe space to foster both confidence and vulnerability, using CEDEP classics and also new approaches. So let me take just 2 examples, the CEDEP Insight Fair and the SAS Projet. The CEDEP Insight Fair draws on neuroscientific advances in understanding how we learn. And so we turn real-world strategic challenges into learning vehicles. With their own projects and themselves right at the center of their learning, the budding entrepreneurs present, listen to feedback, and most importantly, do not react or respond, but go on to repeat the presentation and listening several times. The impact is remarkable and produces new ideas, repositioning, sometimes even pivots. Another example is our SAS Projet, where each day closes with a space to integrate, to share, distill and apply the day's learnings together through the use of collective intelligence, which is very important to the Live for Good community.
The role of the program director is crucial. She's present at all times for the collective and the individual. The faculty is strongly engaged too and are learning to work with the younger generation. They really realize that concentration spans between 7 and 12 minutes, and they made a more dynamic interactive rhythm. They also flipped the classroom, participants taking the lead. We organize learning bridges with our members, such as shared lunches with L'Oréal and panel sessions in programs.
In addition to the 3-week residential program, the Entrepreneur for Good program stands on 3 other main pillars. The first one is individual coaching. Each entrepreneur is coached by one of our Coach for Good members. The second one is our community of alumni and corporate partners who offer countless opportunities throughout the year. And the last one is our technological platform with hundreds of resources and all the support they need from our community. Today, we are extremely proud to say that we supported more than 155 social entrepreneurs, like Clarisse, for example, who developed a unique material made of textile, recycled and entirely recyclable. We also know that 77% of our social startups are still in business 3 years after. We know also that they created together 150 jobs, and we know that €1 invested generates over €5 of economical and social value thanks to the program. The big challenge we are facing now is to scale up the program in France and overseas and find the appropriate fundings.
On the pedagogical side, the next natural step is to consolidate the last 3 years of building so that we can both support the scale-up that Christophe has referred to and at the same time keep improving what we're offering to the social entrepreneurs.
For CEDEP, we are now ready to do more projects with our international ecosystem, faculty and members.